announcer of the college football wheel.
Welcome back into Weather Underground. An exceptionally dangerous day. Started before Selma, Alabama. Well, really started into the state of Mississippi. A supercell thunderstorm that has now been producing a tornado for over 70 miles. We're looking live at some of the damage in Selma. Mike's going to take a look at that in just a moment, but want to break it down for you right now because we continue to track a tornado emergency here in the state of Alabama. Up next would be Alexander City. By the way, we've also got a tornado warning approaching Macon, Georgia. So I want to mention that here very quickly, but this is the main game in town, the really dangerous storm. Tallapoosa County now under a tornado emergency.
So, Alexander City, the population around 15,000, so this is getting to be comparable in size of a town like Selma, so we've got another really populated area in addition to all the populated areas that we have dealt with before.
And then right there's our tornado, very well defined here on the reflectivity. So up here, you're likely getting in on some hail. There has been hail, very heavy rain. So if you're in Alexander City, it may be difficult, if not impossible, to see this, but that is a very well-defined tornado there on our reflectivity. Coosa County, it's observed, again, catastrophic damage or danger threat from the National Weather Service. This has already left devastating damage in other communities.
Yeah, so just a few minutes away from Fish Pond and Bevel within the next 10 minutes or so. And, it is becoming embedded with the overall line a little bit more than it was. But all that tells me is the direction of the forward motion might become a little bit different or a little bit less predictable. So don't assume that this is going to go over one specific part of this tornado warning. You got to take shelter throughout the tornado warning. It can change in its heading, but you got to take shelter in Alexander City now. And there might be a lot of people on the roads.
Yes.
And you have time right now to get off the roads, out of a mobile home, out of a manufactured home, into your sturdy structure. You're still into this tornado emergency. You want to be in that safest spot now because this is moving quickly.
Yeah, say you're in Alexander City, you live in a mobile home, but a 3-minute walk, you can get to a bank, you can get to a fast food station. You want something sturdy. When we're dealing with a situation like this, a mobile home is going to be unsurvivable. These are storms that are going to just devastate mobile homes and vehicles. The absolute worst places you can be.
Yeah, 10 minutes is the estimated time. So that's enough time, and do something, like you said, in the next 3 to 5 minutes so you have some time to spare. But there is time to get out off the street, to get indoors and out of a mobile home.
Yeah, absolutely. Gather what you need. Helmet, as Dr. Nab said, no shame in bringing the mattress. Whatever you can get, protecting yourself from the debris. That's really the danger with this because there is debris flying around. Very well-defined rotation. We've been tracking this, again, for over 70 miles on the ground with this extremely well-defined rotation, very tight couplet, showing the signs of the debris on correlation coefficient, crossing over 259, and then again headed towards Highway 280.
Yeah, when it all moves together in space and time, the reflectivity with that ball, the tight rotation of the mesoscale cyclone, and the correlation coefficient showing you the non-meteorological debris being brought into the tornado and the mesocyclone and rotating around, we know we've got ongoing trouble with not only have there been tornado reports since just southwest of Selma, but you go back 4 hours, this supercell formed near Laurel, Mississippi, like 4 hours ago.
Out ahead of that line, so again, nothing really holding it back. And we've been watching this on the leading edge.
There it is, down by Laurel.
Yep.
Right there. And now it's out ahead of the line. Now it's getting embedded within the line, but you can still have semi-discrete supercells in a squall line.
All right, I want to get over to Mike because, Mike, you've been looking at the Google map imagery with what we're seeing there in Selma.
Yeah, we can show you exactly where the images that we've been showing you on the screen, the damage there in Selma, exactly where that is. So Montgomery sits right here, okay? Selma is just to the west of Montgomery. Now, it sits right along the river here, and it looks like the damage occurred mostly in this part of town right here. It's kind of right in the middle of town. It's going to be north of the downtown area, but it's going to be south of the main drag there where you've got all the stores. But I want to show you specifically, if you see the images right below me, I want to show you specifically where that is. That is at basically the intersection of Broad Street and Chestnut. So the storm track of the video camera that's seeing here is parked kind of right in here, looking in this direction toward this warehouse, all right? So if you're familiar where Family Dollar is, or the Dollar General, Church's Chicken, this is right in that area. It's a double railroad track. And believe it or not, that car that we've been seeing, that tanker car there, actually seems like it's a permanent fixture. It's in this Google view as well. It's off the tracks. It's sitting between the tracks in essence. It might be shifted slightly. I think that the lights up above, that white truck, I think those have been shifted a little bit, and you can see significant damage to the warehouse that's there. It's a two-story metal-framed warehouse. Again, this is at basically the intersection of Broad Street and Chestnut. Basically in the center of Selma, Alabama, has taken a direct hit from a significant tornado. We'll have more live coverage right after this.